Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for December 30th, 2019 through January 5th, 2020. So this reading finds us on the advent of the new year. And let's take a moment to take a deep breath as we just absorb the bandwidth of this period in our life, this period of transition from the old into the new. And just allow yourself to examine your beliefs and to open your heart to new awarenesses and new opportunities, and to embrace the love, the light, and the security of this most auspicious time. This is a moment, an hour for you to surrender to your heart flame and to sort of give me a sense to take the good with the bad, to allow for, they wrote Easter a little bit before, as if a rebirth of sorts. This has a lot of different mixed energies in this transitional week. Challenges and faith, crossroads. And so many things are shifting, and they're writing out the earth. So many things are shifting within the earth, in the consciousness of our planet right now, at this time. And this comes with challenges, and this comes with also with, these challenges come to also to renew your faith, the experiences, the lessons, to renew your faith. And they wrote together. So this is about that we're learning something collectively together right now. And they're just constantly writing the word faith, and they want you to really believe and hold on to your faith. Trust your wisdom, your inner wisdom. Have faith in your own inner wisdom, and to pay attention to your own energy. So as we go into our heart flame, allow yourself to relax with each breath, and just take a deep breath together. And they're giving me a sense of, I feel like I'm seeing clouds with electrical currents, like lightning, but not thunder, just lightning. But it's like a portal of clouds with this lightning. But it looks like a portal, and it's very interesting vision, actually. And I feel as though that the light in these clouds represent some kind of dramatic shift. Not that it's negative in any way, but the clouds, this portal is opening, so the clouds are sort of rolling back, and this light light frequency is flashing. So, and this is something I keep writing the earth, that the earth is going through her transition. So the earth is going through her transition. It feels like the veils, that the earth is going through her ascension process. And that as the earth goes through her ascension process, there's nothing for you or I to worry about. But what happens is that with the lightning will come this enlightenment. So we're going through sort of a portal of enlightenment, and the clouds that surround this portal, this clearing the clouds, means that a lot of challenges are going to break for you. Going to break for a lot of people. So there's going to be in this week and in this transition that we're going through from 2019 into 2020 will be a breakthrough year. There will be lots of lightning, so to speak, meaning divine, I just keep thinking of the Tower card, divine intervention, a lot of support coming from the universe that will enlighten each of us. And this year is probably going to be a journey through that portal, and where you feel as though you're going towards a clearing. You're going towards your goal, but a clearing. And so as you go through this clearing, it's like you're traveling through the veil of illusion, and you're going through this portal, and as you go through it, there is light codes that will shift and clear and maybe shock sometimes to get you to help you move towards that clearing, to help you to get those breakthroughs. It just feels like we're, it's like, it really feels like going through a birth canal, actually. But a spiritual one, a divine rebirth. So there's a lot of hope. And so they just wrote the word tests. So, it's there are going to be some things that will test you. But know that this is, I just saw the word arrangement. So know that this is all prearranged for you to succeed, for you to feel, it's to give, not only for you to succeed, but for you to feel, oh man, oh, it was the feeling. I just saw like a bowl, like a singing bowl now held out. It's about that singing bowl is about resonating with your heart. In this deck, Chris and uses a singing bowl as the cups, and it's just perfect because it's like, the singing bowl, the vibration, and the Ace of Cups that has the heart inside, reflected inside. And so this is about following your heart. This is about, you moving towards, well, one of the things that they wrote before I started this, they wrote the word gay, which is my symbol for coming out about something. And this is a spiritual coming out. This is your soul is going to come out this year. Your soul is not going to be hiding any longer. And this means that you're not going to hide who you are. You're not going to hide what your true desires are. You're going to focus on expressing who you are, being more in alignment, being more expressing your truth. You're going to focus on your purpose. You're not going to be afraid of what other people think about you and what you do and how you do it. Because what really matters to you now and where you're really focused is being right with yourself, being in love with yourself, loving who you are, embracing who you are. You know, you're just going to get tired of trying to fit yourself into the puzzle of this world. And not that you're giving up on the world, but you're realizing that you have been giving up on yourself, which was a far more threatening action, to be giving up on yourself. When you learn to embrace yourself, you will actually be embracing the world, not giving up on it. Because the world is happening because of you, not just to you, but because of you. What you experience is happening because of what you desire, because of what you're offering. And you're going to understand that what you're offering, the world is just reflecting back who you are, where you are focused, and how you see yourself and what you believe. It's just reflecting all that back to you. And that's what you're going to get finally. That it's not about fitting in with other people. And it's not about being different from other people. But it's just about who you imagine, or what you imagine fulfills you. What you imagine resonates, and you sense resonates with your soul. And it's about being that. And once you become aware of what your soul is really all about, then you'll be on the mission of really just expressing that, offering what your soul is all about and wanting to experience that. And then you'll find that as you truly love yourself, which is to say that you come out about, you allow your soul to come out and be who you truly are, that you will find that the things that you desire, some of the things that you thought that you've needed, you don't need, number one. And it's in needing something less that you're able to actually have it very easily. If that just relates to relationships and all kinds of things, money, jobs. It's when we realize you get this sense that we've been neglecting ourselves, and we've made everything else, other people, the job, having money, having this, having success, we've made everything else more important than ourselves, than recognizing and honoring who we are, the value of our soul, our potential. We put everything else above this. And then we wonder why we spend so much time struggling to get everything else. Because there is a disconnect within that picture. You are vibrating in such a way that you are ignoring the cause of everything that you experience, you. As we just said, the world is not happening to you, it's happening because of you. And if the cause you neglect or you focus or see as lacking, then the experience, the outer experience, is going to be that mirror. And once you let go, and I mean, it sounds crazy. Oh, I don't need a relationship. Oh, that sounds crazy. Oh, I don't need money. It sounds very crazy. I don't need this to make me happy, basically. I don't need this to make me happy. Once we get past that, because all of that only leads us to scrambling to try to be something, because we are we're human beings. We are beings. Our souls are our soul is being. And what we're doing is that we're not accepting what we're being, what we're becoming, and we're trying to figure out what to be. And that displaces us because that almost puts us on pause in terms of being. You know, our soul is a verb. And when we think we're not there, that we're not being, then that suspends us. And that's why we get a lot of suspended action, delays, or blocks in our obstacles in our lives. Because we're telling ourselves we're not being enough. We're telling ourselves, I'm stuck, I'm not being, is what you're saying. I'm not being. And what you're offering, sorry, I'm hitting this a lot today, I'm sorry. I'm not being. And so this is what you're offering. And then this is what is mirrored. So if you're saying, I'm not happy, I can't be happy until I have a relationship, because if I'm not in a relationship, nobody loves me, and I'm not lovable, you're not being. That validation, that displacement where you're trying to figure out how to be and who to be with in order to be, you see. That's what's creating the cause. That's you're telling the cause that is the causation of everything that happens in your life, that you're not enough, that you're lacking, that you're incomplete, that you don't exist. And then you experience, then that's mirrored. So this is a powerful lesson that is being brought to us. And it's revealing to us why it is so key and essential for us to love ourselves, for us to see ourselves as enough. And you can't see yourself as enough as long as you prioritize the things around you as being that which will or can make you whole as a being. As long as this belief exists, you will still be on the merry-go-round of trying to figure out who you are, trying to figure out your purpose, trying to be healthy. See, we're trying to be these things. We're trying to be, I'm going to say this incorrectly because I want to use the word be, but it's going to be grammatically incorrect. But I want to be, well, it's not incorrect, but I thought the way I was going to say it. But I want to be, slim. I'm trying to be this. I'm trying to be that. Whatever this is, all of that is you're saying, I'm not enough. And all of that talk is the act of unloving yourself. That all of that is the act of canceling your beingness. Every one of those beliefs that I must be this in order to be, you're canceling out your being by going through that process. This is the first time I'm hearing this, so don't think I'm preaching at you. I'm hearing this for myself as well. But it's because of you and because I show up, that I get to learn with you. I'm right there on the same level, going through the exact same things, struggling with them. But this is the hope that we bring to each other. This is the wisdom collectively that our higher selves, our soul's wisdom is carrying with each and every one of us, within each and every one of us. And this is what needs to come out. We need to have a soul coming out day. That should be every day. And this is what the angels are giving me, this sense that this year is going to be about. Your soul has to come out. Everybody has to stop hiding in the closet who they are. And, you know, I know we all have our different opinions. We fight against things and that aren't like us. And, you know, as a gay person, this is what we have to go through. And this is why everything that's in the world, whether we understand it or not, is there because they are teaching us those powerful lessons, you know, about being ourselves. You know, to be gay means that you are representing that powerful lesson of what it means to show others how to be themselves in a world where conformity is accepted, is acceptance. And although each and every one of us may not be gay, but we still struggle in a different way with being ourselves in a very different but general way. We all struggle with being ourselves. That is the plight of every soul. And so this is why this is so important now, that this is going to be our breakthrough year for this. And if we can we can stop trying to be and just acknowledge our beingness, then this will really create breakthroughs in the way you experience the world, the way the world is mirrored to you. And they're writing emotionally as well. This is going to be a huge emotional transformation. And when you can understand, when you can give yourself this experience, this is going to create a huge amount of acceptance on a global level as well. So our planet going through her ascension process, going through this portal, is bringing us through the portal of our soul and bringing us to the other side. And that clearing on the other side, well, that's something to talk about for another time. But just be aware that change is something right now that we can't imagine the kind of change that who will be when we're really being ourselves. And that may be something for you to contemplate. Don't try to fix, but contemplate and imagine. That means to play creatively about what that would look like. Journal in order to allow yourself to start to connect with the energies, but without forcing anything. All right, so let's take a look at the card for this week from the Archangel. Doesn't it just make you feel really good when you hear things like this? Like in this moment, it just feels like so great, so awesome to be present, to be a living presence, and to be able to facilitate this and to share in this enormous wealth of information. And so we have Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron is the archangel who is sort of the spearhead of our ascension process. He is, his goal is to tirelessly work to, in the creation aspect of helping us to establish new grids of possibility, He's helping in the formation of the matrix that will, I'm kind of sort of here, that will, the matrix that will contain the mind, that will allow us to experience the new possibilities and opportunities, to see beyond the veil in terms of the beliefs, the limiting beliefs, and to see the possibilities, to see potential on a broader frequency, on a broader bandwidth of experience. And so this card talks about the indigo and crystal children. And perhaps this is now in 2020 where the activation of new souls will be, the souls that will be coming through as our souls are being birthed, right? And we're coming out of our closet. This will allow for the higher frequency or of souls to come through, a higher frequency of souls to come through. So this may be where we really start to see more of the rainbow. Just focus on sort of his wings, sort of semi-rainbow, but where we be experiencing the rainbow children who will bring in that very healing, almost sort of Buddha-like frequency. So that will help us to bring in that shift in the world, in the way that we, in our politics, in our, so to speak, in our world, worldwide. So, this is definitely going to be sort of a breakthrough year, the beginning of a breakthrough, as souls focus more on being in their truth and exemplifying that, turning away slightly. We're not going to do all these things. It's not going to be like, poof. For some people, it's going to happen like that. But, everybody still has their free will. So I know when we hear things like this, our ego wants to set in and say, yeah, but. Okay, so yeah, but. All right? But you don't have to let that take that away from you, what you experienced. And, everything is always in moderation order, as my grandmother used to say. And so this is the beginning of all of this. Some really clearer, more supportive signs will be sort of coming through and revealed to us. All right. So if you need any assistance with your own ascension process and with the challenges of the ascension process that you may experience, you can call upon Archangel Metatron to help you form the new matrix of your mind and imagination, so that you have a place a place of consciousness to go to, where you can start to step into those possibilities, those new possibilities and opportunities, where you get that clarity above the three-dimensional sort of trappings where you feel stuck and things like that, because that's something you can still dip into, free will. But you may want to call upon Archangel Metatron to give you support. All right. So let's take a look here. And the card for the beginning of the week is the Page of Wands. All right. And so the Page of Wands, wonderful. This is that new energy we're talking about, right? That youthful. This feels like we're kind of going back to that excitement when we were in our junior years of high school, where we're creating our lives now. We realize that we're the responsibility that we have, and so everybody's trying to encourage us to take it more seriously, to start thinking and making decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life. And this is sort of that moment that we're in, but yet there's a seriousness to it, but there's also this creative fun about it, because you're excited to take on the challenges of being your own person finally, and being free from the adults in your life having the final word over what you choose and what you say and what you do. And now they're turning the reins over to you more and more. And and when your soul sort of takes the lead in this way, it's turning over the reins to you, because you're the one that's in this position, in this human experience, and your higher self is maintaining its frequency as a reminder of who you are, and at a higher position. So this facet of you that is in this human experience is still the one with the free will and the decisions and the choices. And so they want you to think of this in a creative way. They want you to be inspired. And so as this week begins, pay attention to ways that you are inspired. And don't allow yourself to be sort of limited. It's almost like she's ready to just jump off the ground, and she's mostly off the ground. And so don't allow yourself to get bogged down and weighed down with limits and limitations. When you be aware, if that comes up in your personality, to find ways to counteract that. Don't struggle against it, but check in and pay attention, because you may be limiting your beingness, right? You may be talking like I'm trying to be instead of focusing on being. With the future, and it's, this is a part of our human experience. We plan ahead and we say, this is what I want to be. The thing is, like I said in the last video, back that up so that come to the point to say, well, what can I do right now that allows me to take an action that allows me to be that now, to let me, take a piece of that you can start with that allows you to be that. So like I said before, like the singer analogy, I want to be a professional singer. All right, now in this moment, you want to sing. So what can I do? Either you study or you create a little performance for yourself. It may not be the ultimate goal, but it's a piece. It's still a component of that, so that you're reminding yourself that you are now, and things, and what we're being now, what we can be now, will progress as we do it more. You see? So you don't have to just think, oh, it's the future and I'm nothing until I'm at that point. And then you discredit everything that has to happen in order for you to reach that goal. Okay, so don't let yourself get bogged down in limits in the beginning of this week. 3333. All right. Interesting. This card fell out when I was shuffling. So this card is really going to be important. And this is the Lover's card. And this is, in the Major Arcana, this is also about choices, weighing your options for the first time in the story of the Major Arcana. This is the first time where in the in the tarot, where you're making choices for yourself. Okay, for the first time. It's sort of just like what I was just talking about with the high school and getting ready for college kind of thing, or whatever it is that you're going to do after high school. But it's that weighing your choices, and you're focusing on the things that fulfill you, the things that resonate with your soul. So this is a soul union card as well. And it's also a card of health. And it's about making healthy choices. And healthy choices are about choices that have integrity with who you are. They line up with your truth. And so this week is a preparation for that breakthrough year, for that coming out for you, and getting you prepared to be comfortable with being who you are, being yourself, being authentic. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week, and the Queen of Cups, which is perfect, because she's all heart. And here we have that singing bowl again, and she's sitting in the emotions. So the king is not sitting in the water, he's sort of sitting on top of it. She's sitting in it. And the Queen of Cups, she's here to ground the emotions. She's putting herself in there because she's helping us to see that sometimes we have to just sit in it. And then it's almost like she's focused in such a way that she is using those emotions to shape things. Look at that triangle experience around her. So she's in that manifestation mode. And so she's focused on nurturing her desires. And she's using her emotions to that connection, that emotional connection to her desire, to help her to form the right choices for herself, the healthy choices for herself. And I'm seeing Archangel Michael. And so he's sent to call upon him. This is where he's going to really help you, first of all, because this is a period of transition and where we are aligning with our soul's integrity. And so Archangel Michael is the archangel for integrity and being in alignment with that and being in your truth, having the power and the courage to execute your truth, to stand in your truth, to not be swayed. And so as you are in this emotional pool, you want to call upon Archangel Michael to help give your emotions balance. So he brings in that spiritual mind into that emotional quagmire to give it balance, to give it direction, so that your emotional intention can be purposeful and meaningful and full of integrity. Crystal clear intention is what you really want to focus upon. So, with the Queen, says also as a reminder, this Queen of Cups, to not allow yourself to get distracted in other people's baggage, and their drama. Because this is going to be huge, a piece of this. Because in this year where we're going to have our inner breakthrough, our soul is coming out, this is like you're really going to have to focus and make yourself the priority this year. And what is going to get in the way is other people that, you always are servicing their drama. You're always taking care of everybody else and servicing their drama. And therefore creating drama in your life that isn't yours, that doesn't need to be there. And so they want you to focus on yourself. They want you to really not get stuck in this. So we see there's some personality things here that we need to work on in this week. And probably these readings, first readings of the year, set the tone for the entire year. They're sort of the message for the year. So really focus on yourself this year, weighing your options, making healthy choices for you. And those the healthy choices that are not healthy are the ones where you allow other people to distract you, draw you into their drama, and draw you away from your purpose and being yourself. Don't also allow people to manipulate you, or don't allow yourself. Don't seek validation outside of yourself. Remember, you are enough. We have to get to that place that we stop canceling out our own beingness. And, here to make sure that you're not cycling those limitations. Okay? So let's take a look at the card for the... I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck. So this is the Ace of Swords. And this speaks to that breakthrough, right? You see this winding staircase, but that light just pierces right through that maze of, or all of those sort of winding thoughts that are just circling around. And, like sometimes we have a thought that just, we keep that cause us to keep spiraling, but this light breaks through that. And this is just really affirming, first and foremost, that breakthrough that we're going to have in this year, and this breakthrough that will start in this week. And the beginning of this week is the advent of the new year. And so we're starting with sort of a breakthrough in patterns in our subconscious mind, since this card comes from the bottom of the deck as well. The bottom can mean what's below, the subconscious. So there's a breakthrough in our patterns in our subconscious mind. And this just reiterates that breakthrough year. And now with that enlightenment, where notice where it's pointing, that light is so directional, right? And where is it pointing? So follow that light, what it's highlighting, where the spotlight is focused upon, and bring yourself there. And don't allow anybody else to distract you. Don't allow any limiting beliefs to sort of undermine you. Be creative, be inspired. Take this time for yourself seriously. To be playful in your imagination about the possibilities of how you will change, knowing that nothing's set in stone. We shouldn't be asking questions like what's going to happen, but instead empowering questions like, how can I create what I desire? Okay? All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and a happy and fulfilling new year, and all the support from the angels and the universe that you need, and God, to help you focus on your purpose, to come through the challenges of this new portal, to endow you with new resources of energy and all of the things that you need to help you, to make that available to you, to attract those things to you that are already reflect your being. So we just really ask, and think about that, ask the universe to support you with the resources that reflect your true inner being. Okay? God bless you, and have a great week. And I wanted to add that I will be back this week, actually the week of January 6th. So I will start readings again, and the daily card messages. I'll be doing those, starting those up. And the following weekend, so we have the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So the 11th of January, I'll have a live chat. And just still waiting for people to kind of just give me some sense of some of the things they wanted to discuss, so we could, choose one. So go ahead and do that, and leave it in the comments below this video, and I will, choose a topic from that I feel that resonates with what we need. If we don't have one, I'm sure I'll get one from the angels as well. But maybe we can just talk about this breakthrough year. So if you're looking for an angel reading, you can contact me at theangelschool.com, which you can find in the description link below. Also join us on Facebook for the daily card messages. Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. God bless. Be safe.